I'm going to briefly show you how to cut out the different papers. The first sheet we're going to look at is the sheet that contains all the templates, and that is marked TP101. Generally, the TP does mean templates, and in this case we have 6 copies of this TP101. So we'll be cutting out 6 copies of everything that are on here. And so hopefully you've looked at the section called Understanding Quiltworks Papers to understand what these templates are and what they mean. So I'll briefly just go over it for you. Let's first look at this big one here. Let me just zoom in so you can see. This is called Light Fabric, Units LC, which means log cabin, HLCA, which is half log cabin A, and half log cabin B. Template layout sheet. So this tells you this whole thing is a template layout sheet, and then it gives you cutting instructions, and we'll go through that later. So if you look on this is a big square piece, so let me turn it this way so hopefully we can get it all here. You'll cut this layout sheet, this template layout sheet, along this outside line all the way here. It's a big rectangle or big four-sided piece of template layout sheet. So that's all you're going to do when you cut the papers out. This next part are these 2 template layout sheets down here, these 2. If we zoom in on those, so this is Unit B, Template B2 layout sheet, and just below it is Unit B, Template B1 layout sheet. These are the backgrounds for the geese, for the Unit B geese. So you'll cut these out on the outside line. In the center here, these are Template G layout sheet. These are the geese pieces, the geese sections, and there are 2 of them that are identical. You'll cut both of these out on the outside line, and then later on we'll cut them apart when we have the fabric. And then on this side we have the Unit A's. This is the dark fabric. Let's turn this around. This is the dark fabric, units LC, half log cabin A and half log cabin B. These are template layout sheets as well, just like the one we saw before for the light fabric. And again, you'll cut these out on the big outside line. And then here we have, sorry for all this turning and everything. It's hard to show these. Here you have the Unit A, Template A1 layout sheet, and the Unit A, Template A2 layout sheets. Again, these were all cut out on the outside lines. So you'll have 6 pages, and they all look just like this, and you'll cut out all of these papers. And how I cut these are the templates are cut on the solid outside line. So what I do is on these big ones, I'll take my ruler and just lay it right on the outside line and use my paper cutting rotary cutter and cut on the outside line like that, and then like that. So this is the one template layout sheet for the light fabric, and you will have 6 of these when you're finished. So do that with all these TP101 sheets and cut out each of the template layout sheets on the outside line. Now the other sheets you have one NP204, and they all have units on them. All the remaining papers will be units, and the units are the ones you sew on. It's your foundation. So you'll see that each one It says unit. That's unit B. Here's another unit B. These are all unit Bs. And this is unit HLC, half log cabin B. And it's a big rectangle. So remember, since these are units, we're going to cut these 1/8 to 1/4 inch away. And sometimes it might be easier to freehand, sometimes it's not. I just look at the pieces and decide which ones are easier. In this case, it's easier just to put the ruler down and to cut them out. So here is one unit. This is one HLCB unit, and it's cut 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch all around the outside line. And I'll show you how I cut the curved units. Now, generally the curved units I will cut freehand. So I just carefully cut 1/8 to 1/4 inch away. And these NP204s and NP203s, there's only one sheet of each one. So that's what a unit looks like. Now the other units, the remaining ones, are on this NP202, and we have 18 sheets. And these are the same thing. These are just bigger. These are the big square log cabin units. And then the unit A and B are the same as the other units that you just cut out. So cut those out the same way. There's 18 sheets of these. And then when you're done with this cutting, there are tables after this video that show you which units and templates go into which numbered bag. And you just place them in your numbered bags, and then you'll be ready to cut out your fabric.